this division forever. No, there are a good chance that, you know, if we, the politicians act right, we can truly become a Bangsa Malaysia. Bangsa Malaysia. But where the common denominator will outweigh, you know, the divisions amongst us. I saw that. I'm one of those lucky people who started with Tengku, with Tun Razak. I saw them those days. Tengku, Tan Siew Sin, Sambandan, from the national level right down to Baling, to Kulim, to Kota Baru and so on. When they stood together, the Malay, Chinese, Indians, they were never thought of themselves Malay, Chinese, Indians. They are Malaysians. In spite of the 150 years of division, you know, divide and rule by the British. But when they saw Tengku, I want you all to be one happy family. That's the compact between the races. We come together as one happy family, living in one house called Malaysia. They were truly Malayans, truly Bangsa Malaya dan Bangsa Malaysians. No, I saw that. They were very happy. They were very sincere. So it can be done. So there you are. Tengku gave them the rights to the opposition. You know, access to the radio, to the TV, no problem even those days. But then the rakyat saw in Tengku's face, they saw in Tun Razak's face, they saw in Tan Siew Sin's face, they saw in Tun Sambandan's face, sincere Malayan leaders who really want a good, clean government. And everybody from their mouth always think that they are there only for the rakyat. I remember one person especially, I really like to quote him, Tan Sri Senu Abdul Rahman. He's one of the founding fathers. You know, he started fighting for independence before UMNO was born. But of course, he died a pauper. You know, every time, you know, every other sentence, hey, we can't do this. What will the rakyat think? You know, we can't do that. You know, the rakyat wouldn't like it. All the time is rakyat, 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 right until his death. Those were our founding fathers who laid the foundation, you know, and on which things were built and which we are enjoying now. But along the way, I'm sorry to say, these rights were very cleverly hijacked. Hijacked, you know. So slowly now, ladies and gentlemen, you have the kind of situation we had in 2008. Suddenly we have political parties who cannot reach the rakyat. Who cannot reach the rakyat. You see? All the newspapers now directly or indirectly controlled by BN parties. I want to remind, I'm still in UMNO, man, holding position in UMNO. No problem, no problem. The Tengku's days, Tun Razak's days, we were allowed free debate in dissent even within our party. Of course, it's different now. I'm trying to remind them, Amanah Merdeka, trying to remind them what it was before. You see? So now, ladies and gentlemen, there is this select committee who went in a hurry to Parliament. Oh, look, you know, we want a free and fair election. And here, indelible ink and this and that and so on. These are small things, minor things. This is not going to give the rakyat a free and fair election. You know, Tengku wanted it. Tun Razak wanted it. Tun Dr. Smail wanted it. Tun Tan Cheng Lock, Tan Siew Sin, Sambandan wanted it. Give the people the right to a truly free and fair election. And if we lose, accept it like gentlemen. They were all gentlemen politicians. But we have forgotten it along the way. You know? So the people have to be reminded that please be gentlemen politicians. Let the rakyat have a free say. And then if you win, as Tan Sri Abdullah said, I disagree with him. If they win, Well, fair enough. Maybe you take notice of what the rakyat is saying loudly. But if they lose, accept like a gentleman. It's not the end of the world. People change government in Australia, UK, America, no problem. If you are there just to do good for the people, if you lose, no problem. But if you are there just to make millions for yourself, for your cronies, then of course you do everything to stay in power. To stay in power is simple, but it's so difficult. I'm no man. I do not mind if I lose, if the rakyat says so. Because there are a lot of people, who are there just to be of service. But if you are there, I have my billions. I already made my billions. I don't want them to arrest me after they win. Then you do all sorts of tricks. Hey, this is 2012. You cannot do all these things. You cheat left and right. Hampai pulih nak menang. Pasal apa? If you have sincere motives, you don't have to do that. Go back to how our founding fathers behaved. Through gentlemen politicians, through Democrats and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, there are three major things that has to be done if you want to give the rakyat back their merdeka, their independence. So that they have the right to choose the government. Three very important things. This has been said many times, but maybe people do not realize the importance of it. And of course, the select committee and the government is trying to do all sorts of tricks to delay accepting these three basic things. That has to be done if you really want to give back the rakyat their independence, their merdeka, and the right to select their own government. Number one, free and equitable access to media. The government party attacks the opposition. Instantly is in the homes throughout Malaysia, through the TV, radio, newspaper. The opposition have a good reply to it. They must go and arrange 1 million ceramahs in order to explain, which obviously is not practical. One-sided. No country can claim to be a democratic country if they do not allow, freedom of the press. That must be done now, short term, long term. Long term, you must allow them the freedom, to have newspapers, radios, TVs, and so on. There is this party called PAS. You see the trend of votes. Half of the Malay votes in Peninsular Malaysia, support PAS. For 50 over years, they've been asking for a newspaper permit. Cannot. It is guaranteed in the Constitution. It's their constitutional right. Why don't you give them? Big bully. Until now, they don't get it. They have a weekly newspaper untuk ahli saja, for members only. And that also from time to time they close the office. Big bully, not fair. So you can imagine if the opposition, Lim Kit Siang and all these people also can have access to the rakyat to tell their points of view. Of course, the other side also can have give the opposition 20% on cukup. They can have 80%. Let the rakyat decide. This is very, very, very important. It's not democracy. We cannot claim to ourselves to be a democratic country. It is definitely and blatantly not free and fair election if you do not solve this problem. Okay, which means that no general election, no PR13 before this is corrected. Number two, ladies and gentlemen, bureaucracy, government departments, semi-government, GLCs and so on. During election time, they have to be neutral. They have to be neutral. You cannot have information department, Kemas, Jasa, Feltra, Felda, Rela, what else? Macam-macam lagi. And even you send a special branch to threaten people. I was in Sabah 3 days ago, special branch go down Hey, why you want to, I heard you want to be an independent candidate against the bill. Why do you want to do that? Threaten people. Police go in. Army also go in. They have MI. They have a special unit playing politics. So all of them go down, government departments, using hundreds of millions ringgit of rakyat's money, to campaign for one side. Ini demokrasi kah?
Get it wrap up. One
Ini
more minute.
demokrasi kah? You know, please, number 3, ladies and gentlemen, you know, government departments, semi-government departments must be neutralized at least 6 months or so before the election. Number 3, blatant distribution of cash to buy votes. I have been head of delegation of many campaign force here and there. I also have been given lumps of money to go and distribute 2 or 3 days before election. Go and distribute money, 200, 500, 1,000. Blatant use of money to buy votes. Sekarang dah jadi culture. The word used is 2-3 hari sebelum election we go and bomb. The word is called bomb. You go and bomb. That means you go and bomb with money. So ugly. I'm part of the system, but I can say I didn't use it. It's so ugly, ladies and gentlemen. So give the rakyat back. In other countries, give us merdeka. In Malaysia, the rakyat are crying, give us back our merdeka. Give them their merdeka. First and foremost, most important, immediate, give them a truly free and fair election. Thank you very much.
Thank you very